Pamela Bach, actor and ex-wife of David Hasselhoff, has died at age 62, y'all. Oh, okay, so the news clip is age restricted and only available on YouTube. So let's go over there. Uh-oh. It looks like we're going to get this attached to our video.
The ex-wife of Baywatch star David Hasselhoff has been found dead in her home. Pamela Bach took her own life with a gunshot to the head.
Just a warning, you may not be able to hear this, but they say a gunshot to the head.
Pamela Bach took her own life with a gunshot to the head, according to the LA County Medical Examiner. She was 62. She was married to Hasselhoff for 17 years before a contentious divorce.
Married to Hasselhoff for 17 years before a divorce.
The couple met on the
And we know Hasselhoff, depending on when you were born, probably I associate him with Baywatch, but he was also a part of the Knight Rider show.
met on the iconic show where she played cafe owner Kay Morgan. Cops were
All right, so it says they met on Baywatch, as she appeared in Baywatch as well.
The couple met on the iconic show where she played cafe owner Kay Morgan. Cops were called to her Hollywood Hills home on a welfare check after relatives hadn't heard from her. Hasselhoff released a statement. "Our family is deeply saddened. We are grateful for the outpouring of love and support during this difficult time." They share 2 daughters. Inside Edition spoke to Pamela Bach on several occasions. When video surfaced in 2007 of her ex-husband reportedly intoxicated on a hotel room floor, she said it was difficult to watch.
Oh, wow. I mean, is that really that strange? Somebody getting intoxicated and, somebody recording it, like, ooh, right?
Indescribable. I love David. Always will love David.
In 2015, she was mauled by a pack of dogs.
Oh,
I'm just in so much pain.
Today, there's mourning over her passing.
If you or someone you know is considering suicide, you can get help.
I don't even want to hear it. We want that word to be said as little as possible, as, we already get buried over here, right? So, okay, that's what they're saying. A shot to the old dome, okay? So again, and hopefully you heard that. Hopefully you heard that. Let's go over here now and let's present these slides. And let me show you what I found. Okay, so, I right away am like, wait a minute. David Hasselhoff, Baywatch. His ex-wife's name is Pamela. Pamela Anderson was a character on Baywatch. Probably like the most famous, right? You see that? Okay. So David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson were on the show Baywatch. And his ex-wife made an appearance also on Baywatch. I guess she was in some episodes. And her name's Pamela. Okay, come on, right? Do any of these stories let you know that, hey, that's interesting, his ex-wife's name is Pamela? Baywatch is kind of boosted Pamela Anderson into like superstardom as like a sex figure, right? Like the could she be laid out there as any more of a sex symbol, right? As she was in the show Baywatch. And you see Google here. While the TV series may have ended in 2021, the pair has been able to keep in touch and still have nothing but good things to say about each other. I see Pamela a lot and a lot of different functions, and we have nothing but mutual respect for each other. David shared with E! News, she's awesome. And you see his wife right here, Pamela Bach. And you see Pamela Anderson up here on the left. You see Hasselhoff right here with Miss Anderson as well. I mean, wow. Okay, so look at Hasselhoff's birthday is July 17th, right? So his ex-wife passes 134 days before his next birthday. 133 days in between the two dates. Baywatch equates to 133 in the reverse cipher. Okay. The Los Angeles Medical Examiner's Office reports that she died Wednesday and determined her death was, a bang bang, pow pow, a self deletion to the head. Also known as Pamela Hasselhoff, Bach appeared on The Young and the Restless and met her future husband on the set. It says they met on the series Knight Rider. But in that video clip, it said they met on Baywatch. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But Baywatch 133, 133 days in between the two dates, her RIP date, and her ex husband's next birthday, 133 days in between the two dates. Even her last name, Bach, kind of sounds like Baywatch. Baywatch, Bach. Remember, a lot of this is going to start with the language, okay? More often than not, it's just, do we catch it? It's not a coincidence that David Hasselhoff's birthday is it's a 17-day span from Pam Anderson's birthday to his birthday. Or you can, yeah, that works, doesn't it? His birthday is 16 days after Pam Anderson. No coincidence. But it's a 17-day span. Pamela Bach, his ex-wife, dies on a 17-date numerology. And Hasselhoff's birthday is on the 17th. Okay? No coincidence their birthdays are close. July 1st, July 17. His ex-wife had the October 16 birthday. But Pam Anderson, David Hasselhoff, birthdays really close together. Notice how Pamela Anderson was born in Canada. So we get another character out of Canada who's kind of linked up with the trending story. Okay? Remember Steph Curry his wife out of Toronto, Canada? They hosted the All-Star game in Golden State. He won MVP, no coincidence. Winnie Harlow engaged to Kyle Kuzma. She's out of Canada. All of the scripted USA Canada beef going on with politics. We had the Four Nations face off where we had the scripted fights. They're real fights, but they were still scripted. Okay? There's still real punches being thrown. But Canada knocks out the US to win that like tournament or whatever they call it. All trending. And they said 3 fights in 9 minutes, I think is what they said. I don't know if it was 3 in 9 minutes or 3 in 9 seconds, but it was 39 and Canada equals 39. But you see the birthdays here. July 1st, Pamela Anderson. July 17, David Hasselhoff. Not a coincidence. His wife, Miss Bach, appeared on The Young and the Restless. Okay? The Young and the Restless, 95 in the reduction cipher. Her ex-husband, David, 95 in reverse. And I mean, this is probably the most important find here, but I wanted to get the Pamela Anderson stuff out of the way. Pamela Bach equals 62, ordinal cipher, RIP at age 62. All right. And the 62 has been hitting so much. Just the other day, we had the 62nd day of the year, right? And so the 61, the 62, the 63 have all been hitting heavy. And you see again here, Pamela Bach, 62, dead at age 62. Self-deletion, they're saying. Joe Tooney traded to the Bears. He's got the 62 on his jersey. Traded for a 2026 fourth round pick, 26 to 62 reflection. Joseph equals 26. Trending story. I just did that one. And you see March 3rd was the 62nd day of the year right there. So all of this stuff and these numbers connected to these characters. You see how they sync up with the dates and the day of the year as well. So she passed Wednesday. So Wednesday was the 5th, but you still see 2 days before that, the 62nd day of the year, as she's gone at age 62, and Pamela Bach equals 62, and you see the cipher right there, ABC123. Okay, more 62s trending. I just did this story. Mitchell Morse, and wait until you see this. Mitch Morse or Mitchell Morse, 62 in gematria, trending. He retired. Okay? He said wanting to play again for one of his former coaches, Doug Peterson, was a main reason he signed with the Jaguars. Peterson no longer there, but look at the 62 connection again. So these stories are all hitting with the 62, all trending at the same time. Okay, you got Joe Tooney getting traded. You got Mitch Morse retiring. One a guard, one a center. Okay, and you're getting a lot of retirement stories, resigning stories, RIP stories. The CEO of Kroger resigned. But we're getting a lot of these lately. What do you know? Mitch Buchanan is the fictional character from the television series Baywatch, played by David Hasselhoff. Mitch, just like that guy Mitch, with the 62, who's trending for retiring. You see that? Mitchell Morse, Mitch Buchanan. Hasselhoff. Mitch Buchanan was played by Hasselhoff in every season of Baywatch and Baywatch Nights Plus in the first season of Baywatch Hawaii. Those didn't hit as much as the original. Even the injury with Kyrie Irving with the torn ACL, that's trending. Also with the 62, it happened against the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento checks in with 62 in reverse reduction. And again, that was on Tuesday, the 62nd day of the year. So you get all of this stuff, right? All of this stuff. I think Tuesday was the 62nd day of the year. But nonetheless, look at that. Sacramento 62 also with that trending story. So wow, right? And David Hasselhoff in the reverse cipher 266. And that is like 26, y'all. And 26, 62, add it to the list. And there was a whole bunch of 26s and 62s connected in that Joe Tooney story. Even Bach and Hasselhoff were married in December 1989, had 2 daughters, Taylor. That's interesting because you got Taylor Swift connected to the Chiefs. And Mitch Morse was a member of the Chiefs as well as the Bills. Joe Tooney traded from the Chiefs to the Bears. So it's not a coincidence how it's all connected. And Bach and Hasselhoff have a daughter named Taylor. Okay, one named Haley. That makes me think of Eminem's daughter, which isn't really connected here, but it probably is somehow. But look, Hasselhoff filed for divorce in January 2006. And the former couple had a contentious split with Bach accusing him of domestic abuse. But look, 2006 is like 26, y'all. And remember, Hasselhoff, his birthday 1/17, and Pam Anderson 1/7, and you see Hasselhoff equals 171. You get the same numbers. Okay? Or excuse me, 7/1 with the Anderson birthday, and then 7/17 with Hasselhoff, but it's the 1 and the 7 still, okay? It's still the 1 and the 7 when Hasselhoff equals 171. Right? I mean, even the name David 95, the NFL season last year began on 9/5, and it was Super Bowl 59. Okay, so with the connection with the two football stories, and the Chiefs were in that first game on 9/5 against the Ravens, and it was the only game. Wow. Is that a real person right there? That's supposed to be Hasselhoff? I mean, I know he's getting older, but here's another trending story connected to this story. Knight Rider. The show stars David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight, a sleek and modern crime fighter assisted by Kit, an advanced, artificially intelligent, self-aware, and nearly indestructible car. That's interesting, right? Knight Rider, that was a long time ago. And look how artificially intelligent, like AI. Think about it. But can you believe it? Check this out. And it says they met on that series, but then in the video clip, it said they met on Baywatch. But check this out. Michael Knight, there's another Knight trending, y'all. Spencer Knight. Okay, the Chicago Blackhawks sent defenseman Seth Jones to the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers in a blockbuster trade Saturday night, and the Blackhawks acquired Spencer Knight. Okay, and I did that breakdown. It's on the channel if you want to check it out. So Spencer Knight trending with that big trade, the goalie there. Michael Knight with Knight Rider with this Hasselhoff, self-deletion by his ex-wife, Pamela Bach. Even David Michael Hasselhoff, look at his full name in the reduction cipher, 100. Pamela Bach Hasselhoff, she said she also goes by. And you see it right there. 100. Okay? Self-deletion on Wednesday. Wednesday equals 100. Okay? Let's go play that other video clip, the other news clip I have, and we'll scan the article. And again, I guess I have to say this every time now. I hope you can hear the video right over here. We'll see if it redirects us to YouTube on this one. Yep, it's going to again. So I don't know. I don't know if you're going to hear it.
David Hasselhoff's ex-wife, Pamela Bach, dead by suicide at 61 years old.
He's David. That never leaves my mind, that he's my husband, that he's the father of our 2 children. I mean, that never, ever leaves.
TMZ reporting the actress was found dead in her Los Angeles home Wednesday with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Her family had reportedly not heard from her and wanted to check in.
I was kind of like sitting at home saying, you know, I'd rather stay home and watch the fight. And all of a sudden, as soon as we drove up here, I said, I'm so glad I came. This is really a, you know, this
It's going to
is
be interesting to watch a movie all dressed up.
Yeah.
David and Pamela got married.
And I think they said, I'll try to look at it, but did they say, they might have said she appeared in, and look at here, they got her age wrong. They got her age wrong. Here, now it says 61, but then the Associated Press says 62. I mean, how hard is that to come up with? Okay, because we get an October 16 birthday. All right, so 16 is the reflection of 61, though. And remember, the 61's been hitting along with the 60, the 62, the 63 with the days of the year and counting. But I think they might have said 16 episodes of Baywatch. I'll try to remember to look that up after this.
Married in 1989. 2 years later, Pamela snagged a role alongside him on Baywatch and went on to play Kay Morgan on the series for 10 years.
Okay.
What are you staring at?
Okay.
I just can't.
They said for 10 years. So maybe that's more than 16 episodes. I don't know. But that's what they're saying here. Kay Morgan?
Kay Morgan on the series for 10 years.
What are you staring at?
I just can't get over how great you look.
I think we're really supportive of each other. Working with him, it's like...
Man, sorry, but what a terrible show, right? Yeah, I don't know if a lot of modern day women could appreciate the show Baywatch. But I don't, those lines don't work in real life. I can't get over how good you look. Is that what he said? That stuff doesn't work, man.
What are you staring at?
I just can't get over how great you look.
I think we're really supportive of each other. Working with him, it's like 2 professionals. We're not lovey-dovey.
During their marriage, the couple welcomed 2 daughters, Taylor and Haley.
So are you girls excited about tonight? Have you ever seen live animals at a premiere?
But jump to 2006, David and Pamela called it quits. Their divorce finalized the following year.
There's got to be closure at some point.
ET has reached out to the Los Angeles Police Department and David's rep for comment on Pamela's death. David did share in a statement on Facebook that their family is deeply saddened, adding, "We are grateful for the outpouring of love and support during this difficult time, but we kindly request privacy as we grieve and navigate through this challenging time."
Okay, so how many episodes was she on, though? They said 10 years. How many episodes of Baywatch was Pamela Bach on? 14 episodes. I guess over 10 years. Kay Morgan. And you know what? Dead equals 14, y'all. Dead equals 14 in 2 ciphers. Look at that right there. Okay, dead's got the 14 in 2 base ciphers. Okay, I see other numbers here, like kind of connected to politics, but nothing big time there with the that's who she played. Ooh, look at that. The character in Baywatch, Kay Morgan, played by Pamela Bach, the ex-wife of David Hasselhoff, 47, like self-deletion equals 47. Look at that. Okay, obviously that's not the word, but you know what I mean. Look, 47, 47. Not a coincidence. Okay, let's look at, here she is right here. See, she's got the October 16 birthday right there, right? So 10/16 and K Morgan 160 in reverse, like 16. You see that? And remember, Hasselhoff's birthday 16 days after Pam Anderson's birthday. Okay, so the 16 comes into play here, doesn't it? So the 16 comes into play. And look, you get the red swimsuit and you get red synced up with the show, with the characters. Remember those football connections? Both those players played for the Chiefs. One retiring, one getting traded. Joe Tooney and Mitch Morse, they both played for the Chiefs who wear red. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, right? So wow, this is really amazing because look at her picture here in front of this building. It says 110 Number Grand Avenue. 110. Look, we just saw 110 with Kay Morgan. In the ordinal cipher, that's the character she played on Baywatch. Kay Morgan 110 right there. And then you get the 110 right behind her in the picture. Look at that. How amazing is that, man? Good golly. Wow. And that's all they gave us with the article. Of course, they have half of it is about this alleged domestic abuse going on. And then the video of Hasselhoff being drunk. It's like, that's all. Look at this. More than half of it is negative. You see that? Like, oh, he got drunk. Shame on him. Not saying if he drank and committed domestic abuse, not making light of that. But come on, people drink. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, a video of him eating a burger drunk, like it's supposed to shame him or something. You know what I mean? Right? That is kind of embarrassing, though, that one of his daughters shot the video. You know what I mean? That is kind of embarrassing, though. So y'all let me know in the comments if we can get any real people over here. Shout out to Richard West, though. I think you have a new video I need to go check out, bud. But wow, right? Pamela Bach, Pamela Anderson. Even with Spencer Knight being traded, Knight Rider, Michael Knight, David Hasselhoff, his character in that show, that 110 hit huge with Kay Morgan, the character his ex-wife played in Baywatch. You see the 110 right there. The 62s and the 26s hit once again. And I show you the connections with the other stories. Even Mitch Buchanan, like Mitch Morse trending with the retirement, Jacksonville Jaguars. You see Joe Tooney with the 62 on the jersey. The 62's all connected there. The 26's. Pamela Bach, dead at age 62, self-deletion. You can go enter if somebody wanted to. Gunshot, gun, and all of that other stuff if you want to. But I'll go ahead and just leave the breakdown at that. I think I've made my point here. And wow, with those birthdays being close like that, did I run the? I don't think I got anything with Pamela Bach's birthday to the self-deletion, the 10/16 birthday, but we still had a 10/6. We still had the 16 connection though, with Hasselhoff's birthday 16 days after Pam Anderson's. So let's go. That would be Pamela Bach's last birthday, 10/16. And it was Wednesday, the self-deletion, yeah? So 100 and, let's see. Ooh, there it is. So self-deleted 140 days after her birthday. Remember, she appeared in 14 episodes of Baywatch, and dead equals 14 in two ciphers. I had a feeling, y'all. You could even make that a 141 day span and you still get the 1 and the 4. Wow. Okay, that's the breakdown. I'm glad we looked at that again. At least we get a cause of death in this story. Even though, again, not to make light of it, these are characters on the world stage. They give you these stories. Do you understand? But anyways, not saying it didn't happen or it did. I mean, I'm not there, obviously. But why is it by the numbers? Why is there a 110 behind her and her character's name equates to 110 in gematria? And it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Her name equals 62. Dead at age 62. Look what equals 62 in gematria. SACRIFICE. 62. And there's that 17. Remember, Hasselhoff born on the 17th of July. 17-day span from Pam Anderson's birthday to his. 170 equals sacrifice. Kill equals 17. Like 170, okay? So shout out to y'all. RIP to this character. Pamela Bach, actor and ex-wife of David Hasselhoff, dies at age 62. Until next time, this is Daily Decodes 812. Or you could just call me Daily Decode. You can call me Math2Con. You can call me Matt. You can call me Matthew. Just know you got this information from me. Until next time, peace.